Woo. Hey everybody, how are you doing? My name is Donald Washington and I'm here for another reaction. So I'm going to do this reaction on Whitney Houston and her live performance of There Is Music in You from the legendary production that she was executive producer on, Cinderella, that she did years and years ago. And now tonight they will air a special presentation from 2020. The 25th anniversary reunion special of Cinderella. But I'm going to do a little backstory on that, and I'm going to be kind of short and sweet in this moment because I don't want to be long-winded. But this was a production that was very legendary of its time period. It was legendary for its diverse casting, because up until that point in time, there was nobody doing a Disney film that was very diverse up until that point. And when I mean diverse, is the fact that you had Bernadette Peters as the stepmother, and you had Whoopi Goldberg as the queen, and a Filipino prince, and the first African American princess, which was played by Brandy as Cinderella. So it was a historical event of its time period, and nobody had ever did anything of this nature, especially for Disney. So it was very, 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 very historical. But also, I also want to add this little tidbit to it. Whitney was the executive producer of this film. So because her name being over it, she had gotten a lot of backing to do this project that could have, failed, but it didn't, thank God. But she was also not only executive producer on this film, but she also did numerous films: Princess Diaries, Cheetah Girls, and this was all for Disney too. She also did, I think, Sparkle, which was her last film. That was also an executive produced film by her, but other work, she was doing her tidbit behind the scenes. Not only a singer, but an executive producer. That was monumental for her, and that's a little tidbit within her career that nobody seems to touch on, how much she did behind the scenes. So that was a little FYI for those who did not know. This woman was doing numerous works behind the camera. But other than that, though, we're going to get into this performance. We're going to get in this performance of this legendary woman who we all know had transitioned over into Heavenly Peace, and I miss her, and I wish she was here to do this reunion special, because God, she is a missing piece to this monumental moment that they will have tonight. But we're going to do a special homage to this lady, of her performance of this big finale that happened towards the end of the film, of the Rodgers and Hammerstein piece called There Is Music in You.
Someone wants you, you know who. Now you're living, there's music in you. Now you're hearing something new. Someone playing the music in you. Now you're living, you know why. Now there's nothing you won't try.
Yes.
Gonna move a mountain
Y'all, I'm gonna stop right here at this point. But God, this woman just wheels you in with this voice, and boy, she is making me believe that anything is possible. And might I add, you know what? You don't probably see this as often anymore, but do you see how fully clothed she is? I mean, that blazer and that white button-up shirt and jeans and natural makeup. I don't know. It's just it's so off. It's just different right now because you don't see a lot of presentations like this anymore. And this is so 90s. But boy, is it so like rare to see a woman like this. Well, not a woman like this, but a woman. Because when you think of Whitney Houston, you would think she'll probably be coming in dolled up like a diva. But this woman is dressed down and giving the performance of a lifetime. And I swear it is just something that I admire about singers like her who, you know, who are that have this image, but it's not as an image of that is not always so dolled up, because Whitney is beautiful regardless of what she looked like or what she was always a beautiful looking woman. But goodness gracious, I just admire her bravery when it came down to her image of this sorts, because she could have came to the set dolled up like a diva and chiffon and all that stuff, but she didn't do it that way. But also the vocals, girl, that was something that was so legendary about this woman. This girl sounded better than the recording. Her live vocals always sounded better than her recordings. And we all know, whoever seen the movie, this is a different vocal. It's just a different interpretation of this song. And boy, she is just making me believe every word of this song. And Whitney's just, it's just, that's what made Whitney so legendary, is that she could make her music live sound better than the recording, which I don't see a lot of singers that today often do. They don't aspire to go the distance with their voices or with their music. Now, I might, you might know somebody else who could do that, but listen, I just know only this woman and a few others, not a whole lot, but a few others who can do that tidbit. But other than that, though, this is just wonderful, and this performance is just getting better. Ooh. Standing ovation. Worth a standing ovation. Wow. Wow. Just legendary. Just authentic in her own little way, and just brilliant in vocals. Whitney is just the blueprint. I mean, what can I say? She's just the blueprint. She will always be the blueprint for up-and-coming vocalists to aspire to capture the essence that was Whitney Houston. And, it's just the fact that this woman was a stone singer. She could sing whatever she wanted to sing and sound brilliant. It's just the fact that was in her DNA. When you come from a legendary family of great singers, Dionne Warwick, Dee Dee Warwick, Cissy Houston, even her whole entire family was a choir called the Drink Guard Singers. When you come from that type of background, I mean, how can you not go the distance? she was meant for this type of moment, this type of vocal nuance. It's just something about her incredible legendary vocals that just nobody can touch. And plus, it's the feeling. It's just the fact that, like I said, she can always make her songs sound better than the recording. It's just her interpretation of the song itself was just so different. I think, the backstory in this performance was she was very sick. She had a cold, so you can tell she at times she was, might have been struggling a little bit, but it's like it just didn't come out in the performance. But because of that, she kept pushing. And one thing I can say for that takes bravery to get out there when you're not feeling well, to in front of a whole lot of people and do what you know you can do best and pull out something that great out of an unfortunate situation. But it is what it is. It's just the fact that Whitney was just that brilliant, and I so miss her presence in this in the music industry right now, because I think she is so needed. Her guidance is so needed and so warranted right now for up and coming singers. But a new generation will come, and somebody will come, not to take her place, but to improve the art form. So, what can I say? Whitney will always be Whitney Houston, and she will always be the legendary voice, the voice. So if you like this reaction, please share, subscribe, and join. Let's have a conversation. If you like this reaction, comment it in the comments. If you didn't, just comment that. If you have any other singers that you would love for me to acknowledge, please put those singers in the comment and let me listen to them. Let me react to them. Also, if you would like to hear more from me, I have another show called Truth Behind the Truth. We are live Saturday on West Coast time, 6 o'clock. East Coast time, 9 o'clock, Central time, 8 o'clock. And let's have another conversation, another Truth Behind the Truth moment. Just saying. But let's have another conversation. And like I say, God bless and be safe. Bye.